I have some points that I'm going to make so that some of this is additional information for the council, and it is information for the public who are viewing this on Channel 21 and also those who are present this evening. The Sammamish Plateau Water and Sewer District recently set out a letter that misstated facts about water quality and attempted to use scare tactics to further the agency's own political agenda. Most of the letter was simply not true. There are three very separate topics that the district is melding together for its self-preservation campaign. And this has caused a lot of fear and raised questions among community members. The council has seen emails expressing concern, and understandably, if I were to receive a letter of the sort that was sent out, I would be worried about what was happening with my drinking water. Tonight, I'd like to address all three of these topics. The first one is water quality. You just heard more from Keith and Niven about how the LRIG works. Issaquah, which has provided water to thousands of customers for decades, would never harm its own water source. Nor would the Washington State Department of Ecology, the independent agency charged with protecting all water in the state, allow that to happen. The practice of infiltration is far from new. Ecology has 430 stormwater injection systems registered in King County. These include an elementary school in Sammamish. Plus, as you heard earlier from Mr. Niven, the area of Issaquah has been used for infiltrating water since 1964. In partnership with Ecology, we've been monitoring and testing this site for years and will continue to do so. Safety is our top priority. The second thing I'm going to talk about is Klahanie. So what is the motivation? People have said, what would this motivation be? Self-preservation. Tom Harmon, president of the district's board, was extremely active in campaigning against Klahanie and its neighboring communities annexing to Issaquah back in 2005. On the eve of Issaquah releasing its most recent Klahanie Potential Annexation Area study, district officials launched their current misinformation campaign. History is repeating itself. Mr. Harmon recently informed the city he will do whatever he can to prevent the potential annexation to Issaquah. And recent letters to the editor of the Issaquah Press make those views very clear. He is now using his position as the district's board president, as well as $50,000 of ratepayers' money to further this political agenda. Another point. No matter your take on annexation, I want to make these facts clear. If the Klahanie Potential Annexation is annexed to Issaquah, the Klahanie Potential Annexation Area's water would still be provided by the Sammamish Plateau Water and Sewer District. Now, the state does encourage cities to provide utility services for everyone within its boundaries. That is a rather customary, normal, if you want to call it that, function of municipalities. Someday, the city of Issaquah would study the impacts of providing that service to the Klahanie PAA, instead, at a potentially lower cost. But before any decision is made, there would be significant public process. I'm now going to speak about the utility study. This is the third item that is not related but is being put together with things. As I mentioned, the state encourages cities to provide utility services for everyone within their boundaries. And that is why the city of Issaquah is currently conducting a separate utility study that involves portions of the district in northeast Issaquah, as well as some city of Bellevue customers in South Cove. While Bellevue has been extremely helpful during this process, this study has caused plenty of concern among district officials. It's disappointing that the district is attempting to use fear for political reasons. but I want to assure everyone who is here that water quality is our top priority. Meanwhile, the city is conducting both the Klahanie PAA study and utility study to understand options for potentially enhancing service in our community. Public input during both of these processes will be very important to us. For more information, you may find it on our website at issaquahwa.gov.